My name's Emma Barrett and I've been coordinating the Silk work programme since 2010. Silk stands for Social Innovation Lab Kent. So Silk strapline starting with people, and every single project that we've ever done starts with people. And what we're trying to do is reconnect the chain between people with experience and the people that make decisions about how services are delivered and how money is spent. The Dementia Diaries project came out of the Kent County Council Select Committee.
My name's Emma Hanson. I'm the Head of Strategic Commissioning for Families and Social Care here at Kent County Council. My role in helping support the Dementia Diaries was taking the recommendations of the Kent County Council's Dementia Select Committee, turning them into an action plan and making sure that they happen.
During that Select Committee, it was recognised there was a lack of awareness amongst children and young people about what dementia was and how it could affect families.
There's a stigma attached to dementia, and if people know that you've got it, they tend to try and keep away from you, not get involved with you. But if we can educate our youngsters and it becomes the norm, everybody learns it in school, we'll have a whole generation growing up without this stigma that surrounds dementia.
In the course of talking to people who had dementia, the Select Committee heard time and time again that the biggest problem for them was a lack of awareness. Whenever you want to change how a community thinks about conditions like this, you always start with children for two reasons. First of all, children go straight to the heart of any issue. They're not polite, they're extremely honest, and they have a way of connecting straight away to the problem.
With every Silk project, our strapline is starting with people. So in this one, we actually started with a group of young carers aged between 8 and 17, 18, and say, this is the issue, how do we go about doing, what do we do with it?
I think Silk came to talk to me because they wanted to know if people, young people, had awareness of dementia, and if there were any good things out there to tell you what it is, basically. One of my uncles has got dementia, but there wasn't anything out there to explain properly what it was.
We were there to really learn from their knowledge and experience of actually caring for someone within their own family. We actually produced this. This is how Dementia Diaries started. It was myself and a colleague, Demetria. We were sitting on the floor, with a group of young people.
We came up with an idea of a book based on the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books, because that was easy to understand, and I thought it could make it clearer what dementia actually was and why people got it and how to understand what they were going through.
They wanted it to be authentic. They didn't want it to be made up. They wanted it to be based on people's real experiences. Through the networks that we already had across Kent, we were able to identify families that would be willing to share their experiences. It was my job to go out and actually spend some time with the families in their houses and listen to their stories.
When Silk came to us, they said that they were going to make a book, and so I was really excited and I was scared at the same time.
Quite nice because it was one-to-one, but it kind of brought up some memories, which was quite upsetting at times.
I felt really nervous because I didn't know what was coming with the questions.
I was quite happy. I didn't mind telling people. I think I was a little bit nervous at first.
So at this point we thought, we've got the data, we've got the format, we need someone to make it into something real.
And that was where I came in. I'm Matthew Snaman, I'm a writer and I'm an illustrator, and Silk came to me with the Dementia Diaries data. It was a lot of transcripts of conversations that they had with young people whose family members have dementia and stories about how they deal with it. We took their stories and we created these 4 characters. We have Fred and Sam and Bree and Sarah. So we'd start with the young people learning about dementia at the beginning of the book, and then it progresses through the course of that dementia towards the end, where we have a lot of facts and information for young people about what dementia is, places they can call, places that they could go, places online where they could get help or information.
The Silk approach is actually what you might call co-production, co-design. It's actually working in a collaborative way that keeps people at the sort of heart of the decision making at every step of the way. So Dementia Diaries is a really good example of how we do this in practice. This is the final book. Couldn't quite believe it when we got it, because turning all the mounds of data into an actual book, particularly for the children and the young people and the families involved, it made it real.
I mean, the joy of having Silk involved in the project was that this truly is co-produced. We didn't say we want Dementia Diaries, we didn't say what we needed. We said we want a resource, didn't even know it was going to be a book at that stage, that can help children understand what dementia is.
And I think the beauty of this is actually so many people can pick it up and can connect to it in different ways.
I was really pleased with how it came out because it was just what I imagined it to be.
It felt, well, kind of weird that other people had the same problems as my granddad's.
It was nice to see the different perspectives that the 4 stories took and how the dementia was different in each one.
It's just a book of everything that's come together, and it's a book of everything, all my memories of him, and it's just really going to help other people.
I've realised how the other stories overlapped with like layers of clothes. It wasn't just my granddad that put more than one pair of trousers on and things. It tells people about dementia and it can help them through their dementia in the family. Sharing my story, I now feel more open about living with someone with dementia, and it's not a big hush-hush. I feel that it should be shared now, not kept to yourself.
I think it's a fantastic achievement of Dementia Diaries. It's involved the work of lots of people that have stories to tell, but it's come out as a really good product.
I was just blown away, to be honest with you, as far as seeing the book. I thought, great, this is just the right thing for children to read.
It's a difficult conversation to have, and people don't always understand the issues. And I'm hoping that this will actually make it a bit easier for them.
We're hoping to use this as a kind of touchstone, but we're really interested in intergenerational work and bringing together children and people living with dementia with some really exciting projects across Kent, and hopefully using the diary to spark those ideas and that energy.
I think the reason for the success of this book is actually because it stayed absolutely rooted in the needs and aspirations of the children and young people and families involved. So this is going to be available in every school and college across Kent, but it's also going to be available in every library. And already we're getting interest, not just from UK-wide, but from Canada, from Florida, from Australia. So it's something that's actually crossing boundaries already.